Well, Darnell, let's take a minute and talk about you, if you're okay with that.
I'm okay with that. Cool.
Awesome. So first things first, you're an actor,
Yes.
originally from Detroit, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
What made you want to become an actor?
I started acting back in high school, doing plays, and um, I went to college, and I said, you know what, I'm not going to do it. That's it. And then I auditioned for a play, and I was like, what am I doing? So I just did more and more and more. And then one day I told everybody, I'm moving to Hollywood. And they were like, what? I'm surrounded by all the, it's very interesting. You're surrounded by all these people that are acting. I'm doing a play, and this is what they do, and this is what they would love to do. And I was like, okay, I'm moving to Hollywood. And they were shocked. They were like, they had never met people that actually did that, So, and then I moved here, and the rest is history. I tell people all the time, if you see me on TV, you're watching TV way too hard. I say my couple of lines, and I hope that they keep me around for the rest of the show or the rest of whatever I'm shooting after I say my lines. But I still enjoy it, even, I just have my small parts to do a commercial actor, but it's great. I love what I do, and I think we're all blessed to be able to do what we love. Not many people in their lives get that. So even if it's just looking forward to that day a year, or that day a month, or that day, and we all would like that day every day, but yeah, I love what I do. It's a lot of fun. So.
What was, do you remember your first acting gig when you moved to LA? Whether it was the very first student short film you were cast in, or your first background job, or what was it?
My first line I got, I had to audition. I had been doing that extra work, and I'd been out all night doing extra work. I got a call as soon as I went to bed for an audition. Luckily, it was almost directly across the street from where I live in Hollywood.
Nice.
So I walked over there, and I got the part, and it was on In Living Color. And
wow, cool.
Yeah. So this is at the time. Everybody loved this show. And
yeah.
It's a great show. It's hilarious. And the thing about it was,
not me. Hated it.
I know.
Just kidding. I loved it.
I would watch it religiously.
That was just the two men, whatever reference.
Right.
Yeah. Continue.
Men on Film.
Yeah, Men on Film. There it is.
And so I go ahead and I audition and I get the part. And it was a rare thing because I was kind of like the joke in the scene. And it's very rare because you got all these talented actors, Damon and Jim Carrey, all these funny people. But because I looked like the part that they needed, I kind of got the joke in the skit. And it goes through, and it's the first time I put on a dress for television. And so
the first
time I put on a dress, and there's a second time. And so I wore a dress, and so that was the joke. There was more to it, but make a long story short. And so I told everybody, I'm going to be on Living Color. The first episode of Living Color comes out this season. I'm going to be. They never showed it.
They cut the whole sketch.
They didn't show the scene at all. And I checked the DVD extras. I've been checking since that show, so they never showed it. So at that point in my life, because I told everybody I ever met in my life that I was going to be on that show, I never tell people when I'm doing it.
Yeah.
After it comes out, I'll tell you. It's something. And the second time I wore a dress, I did the show, and I got a pilot for the show, and I'm a recurring character on the show, and I play a bad guy who pushes a button, and I can make myself look like anybody. So I push a button and make myself look like this really attractive girl, and the good guys follow me, and I throw them in a cage, and I push the button, and boom, I'm back to Darnell in the dress. Hilarious, and it's a good part. That was going to be the kind of the thing every week. I would turn myself into somebody to trap these guys. It was the Jonas Brothers. So, and it was the pilot for the show. This was when the writer's strike happened.
Oh, no.
And they said, you know what? We're not going to do it because the writer's strike took so long, and they just didn't do it. And they had picked it up too. So again, second time I wore a dress and they didn't show it. And I happen to think I look good in a dress. And
or a kilt. We've seen you in a kilt.
Absolutely. So I think they missed out on a great opportunity for great ratings. Those two guys.
But their loss, yeah.
Exactly. So, and you guys know this. That's the life of an actor. You just go. Yeah. You have highs and you have lows, but as long as you love what you're doing, that's all that matters. Really.
At least you got the paychecks.
And you get the paychecks. You're hoping that they keep you around for the rest of the week or the rest of the shoot or whatever you're doing. You're like, oh, I know I said my line yesterday, but are you going to need me tomorrow? So yeah, and we're all Star Trek fans, and I was lucky enough to work a couple of shows where the Phlox, what's his name?
Dr. Phlox on Enterprise.
What's his name?
Dr. Phlox, yeah.
John Billingsley?
Yes, Billingsley. I was doing Malcolm and Eddie, and it was a sitcom, and I was playing Master P's bodyguard. So I'm a bodyguard for him, and John Billingsley has a line. I think he arrests me on there, and afterwards, I said, "Wow, man, you were so good." I mean, he really was. You can just he just had like one or two lines. I think I may even have more lines than him, which is but I was like, wow, he was so good. Next thing I know, I see him on Star Trek, and I was like, wow, yeah, he definitely deserved it, because I could see just in the small role that he had. And one time I did a show, and Tony Todd was on the show. I did I played a lot of bodyguards. I play a lot of people that beat people up. And Terry Crews. Can you imagine, as big as Terry Crews is, I'm playing Terry Crews' bodyguard.
Wow.
I get to beat somebody up on the show. And Tony Todd was on that episode. So
Tony Todd is a big fellow himself. He's like 6'5".
Yeah, he may be a little bit taller than me, definitely. So we weren't in the scene together though. But it's a great thing about that episode. A great friend of mine, Christopher B. Duncan, was on that show. It was called The District. We did the episode, and so it's fun. You work in this business, and you live around here, and you do all these plays, and you get to work with your friends, like you two. I'm very lucky to be able to just do anything to keep it going and to have fun. And I love what I do. It's great.
And then you get to compare Trapjaw and Tila's body positioning, the thrust or the reception. No, but you're a great actor. Everybody out there that is looking for a great actor that can act in a dress, that can act out of a dress, whatever you want. Either way, Darnell can do it. He's awesome.
I had on heels too in the second one, so I could do dress.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he's great on set too, by the way. No fuss, no muss. Great dude.
Thank you very much, guys.
We're going to include all your goodies and your links in the description box below. So if anybody wants to get in touch with Darnell or follow him, cyberspacely.
Ah.
I think it's on Facebook as Darnell Davis Actor, I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah. So
just go in the description box. We'll have it all for you guys, so you can.
Somebody will put it in there. One of us.
Yeah.
One of us, probably Mike. Definitely Mike.